Hello and welcome back to Green Money Momentum, where we talk about market movements, making money, and money momentum. And this is my first ever live stream. So I want to thank everybody who is in the chat today. Let me make sure that my watch page is on, everything is going correctly. Uh, okay, so we are here, we are live. Let me make sure the audio is on as well. Turn perfect. All right. Well, we've had a kind of a rough morning so far. We have had some sell off on DJT. I know there's probably a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in some investors. But as I've been saying in all my videos, don't worry too much, as a lot of this is just part of the manipulation that we've talked about for a long time. As we know, a lot of the top Wall Street traders who use the HFT, high frequency trading bots, are causing this play to be artificially pushed down. We should have seen this play run a lot higher on Friday, but the HFT bots were again keeping it down with so many options contracts expiring on Friday. The more options contracts that expire in the money, the more investors, especially retail investors, are going to be winning. So it is in my belief that a lot of these top firms are keeping this stock down. They have a lot of puts, a lot of shorts on DJT, but it's not going to be that way forever. So even if you're just looking at this right now, maybe you're a little down on the play, maybe you just bought last week or you bought in the high 40s. If you're feeling some fear, uncertainty, and doubt, just have a big picture mentality with this play and realize that we have a long way to run, and Donald Trump is going to be your president for the next 4 years. Which reminds me also, I'm in DC right now. So if you notice, if you've been watching my videos for a while, I'm in a completely different backdrop. I'm at the Hyatt National Mall Hotel. So we were super close to the Capitol. Over the weekend, we saw the Lincoln Memorial, the Capitol, the White House, the Securities and Exchange Commission, which reminds me that with the Securities and Exchange Commission, many of you may also know that the awful Gary Gensler is stepping out of office, or he actually did just step out of office yesterday. So we're going to have the new Paul Atkins into office. He's very pro crypto, and he's not as awful as Gary Gensler is by any means. So having him out of office is great. And I'm going to start here. I actually got an email. If you don't mind me reading this, I won't dox you. I won't say what your name is, but I just want to, I thought this was a good question, so I want to bring this up while we're still in the pre-market. And also, I want to say, being from Arizona, it is so nice to actually be here in the East Coast, because in Arizona, we're 2 hours behind. Right now, it's 9:30, so I already got my free breakfast. Oh, let's see. Is this... Okay, for a second, I thought it was muted. Sorry, guys. It's my first time ever going live, so just kind of playing with some stuff. But being out here in the East Coast, it's wonderful. I mean, waking up and actually having the chance to eat breakfast, all that, before the markets open. It's about to be 9:30 here. If we were in Arizona, it would be 7:30. So a pretty big difference. I used to think that was a curse, but as the years went on, I actually figured out that was kind of a blessing, as it forced me to wake up earlier, kind of forced my habits to get better. So I started doing a lot of morning cardio, eating better breakfasts earlier, all of that stuff, opposed to just sleeping in. So, especially with plays like this that are volatile, where it really requires a lot of your attention. I used to have so much more money than I should have had in the markets. You should never play with more than you're willing to lose. But I used to do that exactly. And so I would be like on pins and needles at like 6:30, 7:30. And 7:30 is actually the later time frame for the markets to open, with daylight savings. Otherwise, it's at 6:30 a.m. So some pretty early market movements for any West Coast traders. So I appreciate everyone being here. If you are from the West Coast and it's early, thank you for attending my live stream first thing in the morning. I genuinely do appreciate it. We're going to be talking all about DJT today. Hopefully we see some volatility pops, some nice movement. And we could also talk about some other plays. So if anyone's interested about talking about anything else, I could always just share that on the screen as well. But I'm going to start here with this email I got. It's from a very awesome subscriber of mine. So if you guys have any personal questions for me, you can reach out to me just like he did, and that is at my email. I'll drop it here in the comments section. So it's my username, Green moneymomentum@gmail.com. And I've had a few people reach out. So if you ever have any personal questions, I haven't got back to you in the comment sections. This is what I love to do. As you guys know, I'm not even at 1,000 subscribers yet, so I'm not even getting monetized to do this. So I'm purely just doing this out of passion right now, trying to do this to help other investors. I've been in the markets now for about 10 years, and I know all the emotions that it could bring, especially with a volatile stock like this. So I'm going to start out with this email, and we have the market open in 4 minutes, by the way. So hopefully we do see a volatility uptick or something here in the next couple minutes. But let's see. So the investor writes, what's your view of DJT today? I am massively concerned, to be honest. Why the tank? Do you think manipulation? And yeah, that's exactly what I think. Hopefully this stock could run a lot higher over the course of this next week. But again, with the top firms and everything, we know that this stock is being artificially held down. The momentum and all the love and volume in the Trump meme coin and also the Melania meme coin just shows how many people really are behind the president. And again, I'm out here in Washington, D.C. right now, and I talked to so many people on the streets while I was out here, and so many of them were DJT investors with some pretty wealthy portfolios. And a lot of them were talking about the Trump meme coin as well, and just so many red hats out here. So much momentum for Trump. And give me one moment. I'm just going to grab my my coffee. So I'll be right back. Oh, before I do come right back, I did want to point out, even though I am in a different backdrop, we are always bullish on the markets, and we still brought our gold Feng Shui bull from Arizona. So we are very bullish on DJT. Even if we don't see a run today, we are holding our shares over the next 4 years. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to grab my coffee. I'll see you guys in just a second. And we are back. Oh, and looks like we have a new comment. This commenter says, OMG, I am so over leveraged. Well, hopefully you're not too over leveraged on too large of a position for yourself. I definitely know that feeling of being over leveraged from when I was younger. I always recommend taking some profits along the way and never over leverage yourself on any play. Over leveraging can be seen kind of as gambling, and with gambling, whether it's on the stock market or whether it's at the casino or sports betting, what I always try to remember is that the world goes on no matter what. So if you're over leveraged, you're gambling, you put too much money into a play, too much money into a sports bet, whatever it is you're doing, when you lose on that, such a painful feeling, because it's like you feel like so much awful stuff happened to you today or happened to you that day, but the world continues to move on. And that's the most brutal part about gambling with too much money. It's just the world moves on. You're hurt. You got to build yourself back up. So with DJT along the way, and I do know this stock is very volatile, I have tried to encourage investors to hold for the long term, not be over leveraged, have the big picture mentality. Looks like we are starting here, so I'm actually going to go to the Robinhood Legend I've been watching here on my watch page. Give me just a moment. And let's see. So the stock right now is sitting at $37. We did have a little bit of a sell-off this morning. It was at 40 over the weekend. And so starting out today, a lot of investors may have expected this stock to pop a lot more. But I encourage investors not to be too much in the valley of disappointment, as these types of movements, I do believe, are expected. If you were an investor in GME or AMC back in the day, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you know how exactly how this goes. We do have a lot of options contracts expiring on Friday. So the same movements we saw last week with the halting manipulation, the stock being held down artificially, we could be seeing those exact same movements. Now, the thing is, historically, the market does pump when we get a new president. And with Donald Trump taking Joe Biden by the neck and throwing him back out onto the streets of DC, you already know the support for Donald Trump is way higher than Joe Biden. And over this next week, we should see a lot of momentum. And I'm going to look at some other plays on my phone here. And by the way, guys, unfortunately, I can't go live too long this morning as I will be going back to Arizona. So I do have to catch my flights and everything. But again, this is a moment to catch me while I'm live. So if you have any questions about DJT or any other stocks, I would be more than happy to pull that up. And I do see that cryptos are pumping right now, so that's nice. So XRP is at $3.13. With Gary Gensler getting out of office, we really should see a lot more hype and momentum go into XRP. I could definitely see XRP hitting into the $5 range before we know it. So DJT is down, but let's see how the Trump meme coin is going. Okay, so that's up. So that's up 13%. Right now, DJT is down 10%. Market's starting a little red. To anybody feeling fear, uncertainty, and doubt, like I say with that email I got earlier, don't worry about it too much, as these types of movements are expected. A lot of the times with the market, we will see some red, we will see some down ticking, and then we will see an awesome recovery. And again, the market is perpetual, so it basically goes forever. So if you look at dips historically through time, the 2020 dip, the 2008 recession, all the way back to 1929, you always get these dips in the markets. And even as scary as it seems, these are actually the best opportunities to buy. So right now with DJT at 36, let me pull up what some of the options contracts are looking like in the market today. Give me just a moment here. Okay, let's look at the options market. So the next time we have contracts expiring will be on January 24th. Today is January 21st. So that will be this Friday with the expiration date coming so close. I wouldn't doubt that this stock will still sit around this price. I believe that there are a lot of options contracts sitting right around probably the $45 to $47 range. That is where the next major level of resistance is for DJT. So when we do draw out the lines of support and resistance, we have, I'll switch here. I have this here because this is just showing that we are in a positive direction to the upside with DJT. We did recently cross over the 50-day moving average, and the 50-day moving average did also cross over the 200-day moving average, indicating that we should start to see positive price momentum from DJT. We see here, this is before the elections, we were trading under. We went above it. Right during the elections, we came down to it, and since then we have been in that sideways channel. So let me change these lines here to show the next levels of support and resistance. Let me find where 45 is here exactly. So pretty crazy. These big Wall Street traders have really kept this stock under 45, which just shows this is a major level of resistance. So we have one level of resistance here. Here's at 45. Let's get this line as straight as possible. And by the way, to anybody who's new to the channel, I did do a live stream out in DC. So I have tons of content coming to you guys. I've worked really hard on it. It was a fun vlog over the weekend. It wasn't that hard filming in the streets. What has been hard is doing all the editing. As we know, with TikTok being banned, even though it is back, CapCut is still banned, unfortunately, and that is the editing software I use. So it kind of threw a wrench into some of my plans, and yeah, so it threw a little bit of a wrench there. And so last night I was actually up till like 3 a.m. Uploading or creating the video. And funny enough, I did all this work, right? And I put just one song into the video, and it just muted the whole thing. So I actually have to do some work on that again. I do plan on doing that when this live stream is over. But so here I have drawn out the next two levels of support and resistance, or sorry, the next two levels of resistance. The next major level is at the $45 range. Well, right now that we're trading under 40, it is at 40, but we did just see that price recently. The next one after that will be at 45, and it has felt that the sideways channel we have been in, they just don't want us to break past 45. So since I've been covering this stock for so long, before the elections and all that, after the elections, when we hit 45, 50, and right up into the 60s, it got pushed down. There was some natural selling off as well, and we just haven't hit that point. So when we do hit 45, 47 and go back up to 50, the levels that we could hit with DJT are truly unlimited. And we also know that DJT has talked about releasing exclusive information on Truth Social. So there's all that. He started signing a lot of big executive orders yesterday. And I did hear that Elon Musk is going to be in an office in the White House. And he now has a White House email, which is also pretty wild. So if you are a big Elon Musk fan, a big Tesla fan, as I've been saying for a long time, those two are great friends, and that is even more reason to invest into Tesla. They're all about AI. They're all about all that good stuff. So just a moment here. One second, guys. I'm having a little. And so my average is at $43.50 at 590 shares. Do you think we should sell our stock at a loss now or wait until next week? That's what Music is Love writes. By the way, it's so funny. You guys see I have an account deficit here. I do have a lot of money in here. And I also have a lot of money I could put into here. So I did put some more plays in recently, but I'm not too over leveraged myself. I could put money in at any time. But to answer Music is Love's question, the average being at $43.50 at 590 shares, I always recommend having a big picture mentality. So if you are able to hold the money, if you don't need to, if you don't need the money for any reason right now, definitely hold it out. You don't want to take a loss, especially because at any time we could see a big piece of news or catalyst from Donald Trump, and we could see that the stock will rise massively from there. So personally, I don't really have any fear when it comes to that. I am up currently on my DJT. Thankfully, I have been investing since it was around the $12 range and all that. So 12, and then I got higher in at 20 and some at 30. So. But yeah, 43.50, you're not too far from where the price is right now. So just give it a couple weeks. What is good is you do have shares and you don't just hold options contracts. Even though I am an options trader and I do love options contracts, when you're dealing with such volatile plays, all the manipulation that pushes the stock down can make you lose a lot of money. With shares, you're a lot more protected as you don't really have any time crunch. And if you are playing with options with DJT, I definitely recommend doing the later options and not the closer ones set to expiration. With this being the inauguration, by the way, with yesterday being the inauguration, I kind of look at this event also similar to an earnings. When people play earnings, they expect earnings are a big news to come out into the market for something. Naturally, a lot of investors, and it's an understandable thought, will think that the stock will just rise off of that news or off of that hype. But Unfortunately, there's a lot of big money. So as retail traders, we don't have the most power. We are kind of playing against big money versus small money. And I'm going to look at DJT really quick here on my phone. At 35.74, down 10%. What is good is we are trading lower, closer to the bottom of the RSI. And we are crossing over the MACD too. So we are going down a little bit, but that is positive. And again, at any time, we really could see a lot of momentum for DJT. As you see on screen, I am right now in just my Robinhood account, holding 457 shares. I actually have another investment account where I do hold more shares as well. But I just like to show this account for the live stream and for my investors here. So if anybody has any questions, please feel free to drop it. I have just about 30 more minutes here, and then I'm going to have to hop off. Oh, actually, it's getting even later in the day than I thought. I have about 18 to 20 minutes here, and then I got to leave DC to catch my flight. So thanks. I'll try to hold it for a while. I was hoping a news pop today, but no news at Truth Social so far. Have patience again. If it's a beautiful thing to be able to hold so many shares. 590 is a lot of shares. I'm sure a lot of investors out there are just holding a couple shares. Some may even have fractional shares. So to have 590 shares is awesome. Let me ask you this, Music is Love. Is this your only play, or do you have a pretty well diversified portfolio? Because I do know holding just one play, having like 100% of your portfolio in one thing can be pretty scary. The good thing is, though, with that being said, when you do hold 100%, even though I don't recommend that, it's like if you hit 10%, you hit 10%. One of my buddies, he holds 17,000 XRP, and that is his only play. He got in at like 70 cents, and now it's at $3. So he's doing pretty well. He's already doubled his investment. Well, at this point, he's done more than double it. But yeah, that's his main thing. He's all about XRP. I hold DJT, XRP. Here, I could even just tell you, I'll go down my phone right now. So I hold XRP, Solana, MicroStrategy, Apple, Whitestone Real Estate Investment Trust, Rolls-Royce, American Express, DJT, Tesla, and Bitcoin. That is just in my Robinhood portfolio. And then, like I say, I do have some more plays in my other portfolio. But, oh, wow. By the way, this isn't really a stock I've talked about here, but Clover Health Investments is doing pretty well. I have been bullish on Clover Health before. I did sell some options contracts I had for it when I was in Philly the other day, though. So I don't hold any of that, but that is pretty cool to see. We are seeing some pumping in some plays. Big Bear AI, that's something else I've talked about. Right now on Big Bear AI, we are up 5%. So let's go Big Bear. I'll get this comment off the screen now. And yeah, I was also hoping that there would be some news today from Truth Social. But again, there's just so much news right now, so much Trump is doing, signing executive orders and all that. So really is only a matter of time until we do see something like the RFK files or UFO files get released on Truth Social exclusively. So at any time, yeah, we could see a massive pop from any of that. I think that adds a lot of intrinsic value. Oh, wow. 7,500 shares of NEO. Man, that's pretty good. Let me check out NEO really quick. I actually did see NEO a couple weeks ago. I thought about touching it. I didn't because I'm just more focused on DJT. And then when it comes to the car company market and electric cars and all that, my main focus has been on Tesla, just because of him being such great friends with Donald J. Trump. I just knew that Tesla is going to be one of the top players in the market over the next years. Not only are we seeing great deliveries from the Cybertrucks, we're seeing positive earnings from Tesla. We now apparently have Elon Musk having his own office in the White House and having a White House email. So that's pretty crazy. I have some friends who are very much what am I trying to say here? I have a lot of friends who are not really Elon Musk fans, and one of them was saying that's a clear conflict of interest. I can't disagree with that totally. I mean, he does have a spot now in the White House. He's not an elected official or anything like that. But I am a Trump fan, and I'm also an Elon Musk fan. So I do think the collaboration there is pretty cool, and I do also think over the next 4 years, the future for Tesla should be pretty wild. Currently, we are still trading a little bit down on DJT at $35.55, down almost 12% today. But again, what I encourage investors to remember, especially if you're holding shares for the long term, that this is just like, hey, Jay Rocky, I'm happy to see you're still here. I saw your comment before the stream started. You said a lot of the hedge funds were selling. That's exactly what is happening. I'll pull up these two comments. Hey, thank you guys for commenting. That's what I love. I love to engage with people. Again, I don't even have 1,000 subscribers yet. Nothing I do is monetized. I'm purely just doing this out of passion and fun, and to help other investors with the market. That's a big reason why with all my DJT videos over the last couple months, I've never tried to put anybody too much in the valley of disappointment by putting too high of price targets. So I see one person in my comment sections is always saying DJT to 100, DJT to 100 by the elections, DJT to 100 by the inauguration, all that. I haven't really put any big price targets out there just because I know with the hedge funds and all that they are going to keep this stock down a little longer than it really should be. So Music as Love says DJT was more of a swing trade to me. I'm hopeful for the future, but I want average to be in the 30s, not in the 40s. Well, if you do have extra capital, again, as I was saying earlier in the video or earlier in this live stream, the best time to invest is when plays are down, when it looks like the end of the world. And with how DJT is looking right now, being down 12% and now right at about $35, there's a lot of retail investors probably selling out. So now would be actually a great time to pick up some more shares and bring down your average. Jay Rocky, I love your comment. I love your comment here. Yeah, definitely no retail investors are trading. This is why, again, I've been talking about the hedge funds and the HFT bots. I sometimes hear other channels on here talk about how something should just gain momentum because everybody's buying. They'll be like, oh man, everybody's buying, everybody's buying. You already know that's going to bring it up. You already know that's going to bring it up. But the sad thing is, the big money holds most of the money. Us retail investors hold very little. So really, we are playing against the rigged system. I remember in the days back in GME, like in 2021 or whenever, when there was all the halting and manipulation, it literally felt like somebody on the other side of your screen was attacking you. And it's basically the same right now. I'm a lot older now. I've been in the markets for a lot longer. So I'm not too worried. Again, this is just one of my portfolios. This is a decent position I have. I mean, I do want to see it go up. I have seen my equity drop this morning, but I'm not too worried because I know the way these things move. But yeah, I hear a lot of novice investors talk about, well, if we all just hop in now, if we all just get in now, kind of the GME theory. Cut that out of your thinking completely. Always follow the big money. A lot of people talk about Nancy Pelosi's portfolio and how they follow that. That is a way to do that. So, and then he says those market makers are selling right now. That's exactly what it is. Big money. They're just trying to put some fear, uncertainty, and doubt into the small investor. And what's really unfortunate is for those who are not in tune with the markets or in tune with what's happening, what they're going to do is they're going to sell out and they're going to be buying at a lot higher price. This is why I always just recommend holding for the long term. And even though I am live streaming this morning, a lot of the times at market open or during the day, I actually don't even really pull up the market. I don't even really look till the end of the day. I have a separate business I work on all day usually, and thankfully I'm on vacation right now because of DJT and all that, but I'm always working on my other business, so I don't have the most time to look at the markets. But it's actually a positive because that takes a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt and FOMO away from me. As you know, as the old joke is, just go touch grass. These markets are perpetual. What will happen is what will happen. I did come on here hoping that we would see some more green candlesticks, but as I've told one of my friends personally on the phone many times, is what I thought could keep DJT from running higher is the too obvious theory. I know there's a lot of retail investors who are trading right now, a lot of retail investors who wanted to get rich right before the inauguration, buying a lot of big options contracts that unfortunately expired out of the money this last week. And then there is even more who are going to be buying with anticipation coming up. So just remember those factors. The options market is always a good way to look at where things may go. Rocky says again and again, and I am sorry to hear that. Music is love. Maybe the stock will stay down here in the 30s this week. So if you are able to grab more capital by the end of the week, it would be a good time. But, this is where as an investor, like I say, just put away the investment in the investing app. Remember that we are always bullish for the long term. And at any time with DJT, we could see a huge volatility pop. So for anybody that was here for the SPAC merger back in the day when it was DWAC, you know exactly what I'm talking about, especially on the IPO when the stock went absolutely bonkers up to like $130. We're not even near those levels right now. And what we're seeing in the stock just shows the artificial manipulation that's going on. We saw over the weekend in the unregulated markets, in the Solana markets with the cryptocurrency Trump and then Melania, there was so much money that poured in there. With crypto, there's not going to be as much halting and these options contracts. There is still a lot of big money there, but we did see a lot of hype. So the love is there for DJT. Again, I've been here in DC for the last couple days. I could definitely say that there is a lot of love for DJT. So we have now been open. Now, what's crazy for me is, like I say, I'm from Arizona, so the market's open at 7:30. So right now, seeing that it's 9:53 is like trippy to me because I'm like, oh man, we've already been open for that long. But no, that is not the case. We've only been open for about 20 minutes. Another thing, if you're a novice investor, you know that sometimes the markets do start out like this. They start out pretty negative, and then boom, you could see it just go crazy at any time. So hopefully we see something like that. But again, I don't want to put any investors into the valley of disappointment. So I'm not putting out any big price targets or anything right now. Just hold for the long term, wait it out, and just like DJT, fight. That's really all we could do as investors. Just try to live our life, try to put this in the background, and just remember you are, or you should be investing for the long term. So DJT, I know a lot of investors right now, a lot of people watching this live stream are being hurt by these movements that are happening, but don't worry too much, because if you just wait it out, think about it as equity and not really as much of your cash, I think you'll go a lot farther. What used to really worry me so much when I was younger is I would look at my equity as my cash, and that it is your cash if you pull it out, but if you're not pulling it out, it is just equity. This investor right here puts a broken heart. I'm so sorry to hear that you have a broken heart this morning. I hope your day gets better. I hope, DJT isn't just everything for you. Hopefully you have some other plays that are pumping, or hopefully you have a good day. Go get some Starbucks, go get some donuts or something like that. Just do something to elevate your mood. Go touch some grass. If you're near a beach, go to the beach. Do something fun. Try not to think about the markets too much. Again, these markets are always perpetual. So myself, I'm not too worried, even though you guys could see my portfolio is dropping alongside all of you guys as well. And another thing is, I do believe that DJT is very undervalued. So even like a year from now, we could see a lot higher of a stock price. So yeah, truly myself, I am not at all worried right now. And let's see. Let's take a look at some other plays. Tesla not doing so well right now either. But again, Tesla has a ton of intrinsic value. So if you're just looking at the short term, if you're just looking at Tesla today and you see it's down a little bit, it's like it could feel like the end of the world. But if you look at Tesla 5 years from now, do you think it will be as low as it is at this exact moment? Probably not. Probably not even 3 months from now, especially when we have those days where the market does pump. Okay, and then also when we look at DJT here, just looking at this from my phone here, we are at the bottom of the RSI, and on the MACD, the blue line is under the red line, and we are on the bottom of both the MACD and the RSI. Currently, the stock is also trading under the 50-day moving average just for the day. For the week and for the last couple months, we have been above the 50-day moving average. Are under it for the month now. We are under the 50-day moving average for the month, and the 200-day moving average over the 3-month period. We are still above both the 50-day and the 200-day moving average. But with all these indicators, let me see if I can show that on screen there. With all these indicators, seeing it drop there doesn't worry me too much. As a level of support, 35 has been a massive level of support for DJT. Let me bring back down this line here. Bring back down the two lines. Show investors where the bottom is. So I remember a couple months ago, I actually called this out as basically the peer bottom. I think I called the bottom around 29. I think it dropped a little bit below that, around 27. But that's the peer bottom we're looking at. And then the other major spot that we are at right now at 35, and this is what gets me so excited and why I encourage investors not to sell out anytime soon, because the next level, let's see where we're at, 35. This is where we are at, 35, 36 right there. So that's about where we have a major support level. So the two major support levels for DJT is right under the $30 mark, and then right around $33 to $35. We've seen it hit that spot multiple times. If you are an investor with extra capital, now might not be a bad time to throw more into DJT. But with that being said, don't throw all your gunpowder in. So just because I'm saying that, I don't recommend like throwing your whole portfolio or more than you're willing to lose. But, say you have 100% capital, whatever that is, $100, $1,000, $10,000. Maybe take a portion of that. Say you have $1,000, take 300 of it right now. Buy right now while it's at a strong support level. Being at $35. Now, we could be wrong. It could drop some more, but it is looking on a good sign where the RSI and the MACD are, so it's not the worst spot to buy. So if you buy right now, it's a good spot to buy. But, again, with everything going on, we could see the price drip down even more. If that does happen, the next level would be at 33. So just like dollar cost averaging, you could buy at 35. Maybe you could open another position at 33. And then if it hits down to 29, I consider that to be basically the absolute low for DJT. I think with how much money is invested into DJT, I don't really see it going much below that. So if it drops to 29, I think that would actually be a blessing for any investors who are not yet invested. Alan, what's good, my man? Hey, I love to see you here. Here, let me pull up your comment here. Hey, I want to say, dude, you have been a awesome supporter of the channel. I genuinely appreciate you emailing me, I think like a week ago or so. As I was saying earlier in the stream, anytime anyone emails me or talks to me in the comments sections, I love that. Right now, I'm not even monetized on this channel. I will get monetized around 1,000 subscribers, but I'm doing this purely just for passion. I really love doing this, and I want to help any investors who are feeling any fear, uncertainty, and doubt, or fear of missing out. I just would like to help and guide people. You know, I've been in the markets now for about 10 years, and I have felt basically every single emotion there is. I've been over leveraged at times. I have not had enough money in plays at times, and then it like soars up and I feel like I'm missing out. And so, you know, with trading, it really is a marathon and not a race. But yeah, Alan, you have been an awesome supporter of the channel. You know, I've seen your comments now for months. I think you've been with me basically since like October, November. And so I've seen you and a couple other investors in my chat. And I just want to say, you guys are what motivate me right now. So like I say, I'm not being paid by this or anything. No financial incentives, purely just the community. And you have been a great member of the DJT and the Green Money Momentum community. So, sir, hats off to you. Much respect. I hope your morning is going well, Alan. Sorry that the stock is not doing better. Basically, everybody in this chat right now wishes it was. So right now we are at $34.91. So just right under 35. But again, when we look at the RSI, it is at the bottom. The MACD is also at the bottom. So we could see a decent recovery today. I don't want to throw any price targets out there, but I do believe we could get back into the $40 range, have basically a great V back up, but I don't see us going too much higher. Unfortunately, the big money is not allowing the play to run again. Looks like it may be this way until Friday with the options contracts, with a lot of options contracts expiring on January 24th. The next time after that will be January 31st, and then in February. But let's see, I got one more comment here from Alan. He says, hell yeah, my pleasure. I'm all in for Trump, DWAC, and DJT. Me as well, brother. That is why I'm out here in that's why I'm out here. I almost said DJT. That is why I'm out here in DC right now. As many of you know, I've been shooting a awesome vlog out here. Checked out ton of different things like the Lincoln Memorial and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's been so cool. I really wanted to release my vlog out last night. It is so good. But I have had so many complications when it comes to editing my vlogs. So I love CapCut. And unfortunately, with the banning of TikTok, TikTok came back up, but CapCut has not. And so I've been so used to CapCut for so long. It makes the editing so much easier. The captions are easy, everything like that. And so with it being down, it was a hell of a process to edit and upload my video. And then also I have this really nice camera. I'll be right back. Let me show this to you guys. I have the super great Sony camera. It's like 1080p and everything. I'll be right back to show you guys. So I have this really fancy camera here. It's like this nice Sony. I spent a lot of money on this for my vlog, brand new camera and everything. But the one thing I did, kick the can wise, I forgot to bring the, I have a MacBook and I forgot to bring the thing so I could put my SD card into my MacBook. And so I've had to manually transfer everything with their Wi-Fi setting on here. And rich camera, poor editing software. Seriously, it was like such a hellacious process to send everything over. And because of that, my vlog is coming out a little bit later than I would like. So as soon as I get off of this live stream here, I'm going to be heading to the airport next, going back to Arizona. Long flight back. But during that time, I'm going to try to finish my edits on the vlog. And I'm going to try to get that out hopefully by, let's see, 12 Eastern today. Let's see. We have a good friend of mine here. Dryer Vent Restore. He says, do you have any videos on getting started in stocks? So I did make a video I would recommend watching. It's not necessarily just on like shares and stocks, but it is on options contracts, which also do play a big part in the market. And it's basically the lazy investor's guides to options trading and how you can make a lot of money on options contracts. With options contracts, like we've been talking a lot about DJT this morning, I always recommend buying options contracts further out into the future, as time decay does play a big part in your options contract. And if you're playing in the short term, you know, you could get hurt pretty bad. But yeah, Mr. Dryer Vent Restore, you have my contact info. You could always email me. As I've been saying on this whole live stream, I don't even have 1,000 subscribers yet, so I don't actually get paid to do this. And I do this just for passion and to help guide investors, anybody who may be feeling any fear, uncertainty, and doubt, fear of missing out, or any investors who are just new in the market and are interested in getting your monies in the market and all that. So yeah, you have my number, you have my email. You could always ask me questions at any time. Alan says, I'm not concerned. All we have is time. Our only task is to not sell. This is why I like this guy. He has been such a positive factor in my comment sections. I have never seen any negativity from Alan, even though in the last few months, he has been a long-term DJT investor. And in the last few months, we've seen a lot of halting, manipulation, and stuff that has pushed this stock down. So I know Alan is a real one. And yeah, follow this guy's advice right here. I'm not concerned, he says. All we have is time. And that's true. All we do have is time. The long scope, if you're feeling too much fear, uncertainty, and doubt from the stream, heck, I even recommend clicking out. Or if you're feeling too much fear, uncertainty, and doubt just from the stock movements this morning, just click out, because no matter what, 3, 6, 9 months from now, these stocks should be a lot higher than it is today, especially if we see like the type of volume we saw in the Trump coin over the weekend, which I think just shows how much support there really is for DJT and Donald Trump. We have another awesome investor here, Mr. 4BZ Truth. How you doing, brother? I also love seeing this guy's comments. He is super bullish on the market. He has commented on some of my DJT videos. He has also commented on some SoundHound videos. I know he invests into a whole different array of plays and everything. And, respect to you, 4BZ Truth. I have seen you actually on some of my earliest videos. So this guy, he has been with me also for the long term. And again, I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record almost, but everybody who does support this channel, all my longtime subscribers, all the people that comment, that really is what keeps me motivated to do this. And I appreciate you all, as this is just a fun journey. I'm not monetized at the moment. I hope to be monetized in the near future. I'm a little over halfway to 1,000 subscribers. So when that day comes, that will be exciting. But yeah, so 4BZ Truth, I love to see you here. Thanks for joining us this morning, brother. I'm so happy you got to go. Oh man, you'll be very happy when you see the vlog. I had an awesome vlog out here in DC. We saw a whole bunch of different events. I even threw a snowball at a Democrat, so that was pretty fun. And yeah, we went to the Capital One, or not. Well, we did go to Capital One, but we also went outside the Capitol at the National Mall yesterday, and so there was a lot of DJT fans out there, Trump fans. It was pretty fun. So take your time. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Alan. Yeah, it's been a stressful process, because ideally what I wanted to do, it's like a 4-day vlog. So I left Friday, I was here for Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, and then today is my last day. So everything you see today won't be in the vlog. It's just going to be Friday through Monday. And yeah, I wanted to edit it day by day. I wanted to have Friday done by Friday, Saturday done by Saturday, Sunday done by Sunday, Monday done by Monday, and I ideally wanted to have it out to the public yesterday. I was kind of hoping to hit that inauguration algorithm uptick. There's so many things are happening with the inauguration, so many videos. I was hoping to be on the recommended categories, the recently uploaded and all that. But yeah, the editing, it's just been a hell of a process. Sadly, with CapCut being removed for the time being, that does cause a wrench in my plans, but I'm almost there. So basically everything is done. The last thing that happened is at the end of the video, I put the song by Bryson something. I think Bryson Tiller or something, but it's the Donald Trump is your president, whether you like it or not. And because I did that, it just took away the whole audio for the video. So I just got to do a couple more cuts, and I'm hoping that it will be released just a couple hours after this live stream, especially because I want to get it released while the inauguration algorithm is hitting on YouTube and before I go on to my long flights. 4BZ Truth, I appreciate you. He knows, 4BZ Truth knows I have another channel. I'm not going to say that channel here because it's completely unrelated, but he knows on my other channel, I have 100,000 subs on there. He has been a longtime supporter of that channel as well. But what's really cool is this channel in comparison to that channel. This channel, I do hope does blow up because I have basically speed ran in comparison. So I started this channel at the end of September, but I started really uploading at the beginning of October. So I basically consider the start of my channel to be October. So October, November, December, and now we're almost at the end of January. 4 months, 600 subscribers. In comparison, my other channel, which is now at 100K, in a 4-month time, I think I was only at like 200 to 300 subscribers. So the investing community has been very good to me. Again, thank you to everybody who is here, everybody who has supported, everybody who has commented, liked, all that stuff. You guys are what keeps me running, keeps me going, and I hope the speed run of the YouTube channel does continue. You the man. I love to follow you. Same to you, Mr. 4BZ Truth. You are a great friend of mine. I hope your day is going amazing, brother. I hope everything is going well. I hope the weather isn't too inclement where you are, and I hope you're just having a good day. Spend it with your family. Don't be too fearful of what's happening with DJT today. Dryer Vent Restore says, I will check out the video, especially since I don't understand what most of those words are. Well, hey, we all got to start somewhere. I remember my earliest days as a novice investor. I didn't know anything. I was playing just with different plays, and it was like I was always super interested in the markets. So for me, is like it started out by reading all the hardcore books like The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, and some other ones, and just some real fundamental books. I used to study on a notepad all these different things, but it took a lot of trial and error and just a lot of time in the market to really start to get to grasp the big picture of everything. And here we go, another longtime supporter, Whitney Patterson. Hello and welcome to the live stream. It is so great to see you here. She says, we definitely appreciate all the coverage. Well, I definitely appreciate all your likes, comments, and you being a big supporter of the channel. It is so awesome to see you here. She has also been with me since like October, November, been commenting on tons of videos. I know she is a longtime supporter of DJT and also an awesome investor. So I appreciate you being here, Whitney. As I've been saying throughout the whole live stream, it's all of you guys, all the comments I get, all the likes I get. It's all of you guys that keep me motivated. I'm not monetized yet. Hopefully I will be in the future. So it's not money that's motivating me, especially we see right now the stock is not doing so well. So it's not that is motivating me, but all you guys in the comment section. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you spending your morning with us. And Alan says, live streams are very nice. Hope to see more of it. I got a little busy here, got some visitors, but nice to see you, man, and safe trip back to Arizona. Well, Alan, thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day. You've been so supportive of this channel. And yeah, hopefully the next time you check your DJT, it's higher than it is right now. Again, to anybody who's investing into DJT for the first time, right now we are at a major support level, being right around 35. So between 29 and 37 is where we have really seen the middle for DJT, and we've been in the sideways channel for a long time. So as soon as we break out of this sideways channel and go more towards the upside, that really is when we should start to see a lot more momentum for DJT. It really does feel like there's an incentive to keep this stock pushed down under like $45 to $47. So once we hit those resistance levels, I really do believe that it really is unlimited what we can see for DJT. You got it with the American flag. Yep, USA, USA. And by the way, Whitney, I know you've been following for a while. I do have a really great vlog coming out for everything that we've done out here in DC. I really wanted to get the vlog out last night, but with TikTok being removed and then CapCut, TikTok's back, but CapCut is not. And so it's thrown a wrench into my plans. I was hoping the vlog would already be up, but as soon as I'm done here with this live stream, I just have to make a couple edits and then I'm going to try to get it up today. So everybody who's been waiting on that vlog. I think it turned out even better than expected, and it is a fun vlog. So I've had a great time out here. I'm going to definitely miss DC. I'm going to miss the cold too. It's been pretty nice just being able to walk the streets, wear a big jacket, wear some gloves, and have it be cold outside, but feel warm inside with all the nice warm clothes. In Arizona, we don't really get this cold weather. It is winter right now. It feels like winter in DC, but in Arizona, it feels like fall, as it does not nearly get this cold. 4BZ Truth also says, have a good trip back home. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, there are some long flights. So I really wanted to do this live stream today. So I chose to have a later flight, which does mean I get back later to Phoenix. And then I have a lot to do once I get out there. So it is super busy time for me. But everybody who is here, you guys are what motivated me to do this. I'm so happy to see the audience I got out here. We are right now at 14 viewers with a high of 20 viewers, and this is with the stock going down. So, with the stock, every time it's been pumping, which it feels like it's been a while, but every time it's been pumping, I tend to get more views and more comments from a lot of people who are hopping in late. So everybody who is here right now, you guys should see the best ROI, return on investment, from your DJT, as you are here when the stock is not doing the best. So it's kind of like the old saying, if you can't take me at my worst, don't have me at my best. Well, you guys are taking DJT at the worst. So respect to everyone being here. I think everyone here is a great investor with a long scope. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's like I really wanted to hit the inauguration algorithm. So I was really hoping that would help me to get closer to my goal of 1,000 subscribers. It's kind of like I've been having a little bit of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and fear of missing out on that algorithm, as it's like it has been a hell of a time. With this camera right here, super high quality camera, rich camera, poor software. It's transferring it to my phone and everything, and to my computer has just been a hell of a time. I forgot to take my SD card transfer portal thing, and because of that, it has just made everything so much harder than I expected it to. So DJT, by the way, is sitting at a pretty strong support level right now at $34.85. And again, let me see if I can show this clear on the screen. I do see it here on this Robinhood Legend, by the way, so it does show there, but I don't think it's just as easy to follow as the screen. So I'm going to show two things here. We first got and it is reading backwards, but we first got the RSI here on the top, and we could see that it is at the bottom of the RSI. For the day trading momentum, we should see the stock push up from here. And then also when we look here at the bottom at the MACD, it is also looking like some strong support levels. So I don't personally do any day trading right now, but if I was still day trading, this is where I would personally take my position, as the RSI and the MACD are lining up perfectly right now. And thank you to everybody who has attended today. I just want to see a little bit of an uptick here, and then I'm going to probably take off, as like I say, I got to start to get ready for the airport. Get my day going. So you guys have been awesome. You guys really have motivated me today. It's always been a dream of mine to do a live stream. So even with my other channel, with more subscribers, all that, I've never actually got to do a live stream. And that channel is more like, more of a faceless channel, to say. So it's completely different content. I love it. It's so much fun, but I don't get the chance to really show my personality like this on camera and everything. And so my goal when I started my channel back in October was I wanted to be able to use more of my face, and I wanted to have a completely different style of channel. And yeah, to be here in January, have 600 subscribers, and to have a live stream right now with 15 people is so cool to me. And I definitely do want to continue this. Yeah. 4BZ Truth says you should do more lives. Yeah, that is the plan. I'm super busy with my personal business. If I had more time on my hands, I would definitely try to live stream more often. There are so many plays out there in the market, and BBAI, Soundhound, Tesla, and even a lot of other plays I don't talk about. But if I had more time, like if I had unlimited time, trust me, you'd be seeing like 5 videos from me a day. I try to keep up with all my DJT investors, but I do feel I need to make some more videos on my AI plays and everything like that. So if you guys have ever watched one of my AI plays, like about Soundhound or BBAI, and then you're like, where are those videos since? It's not that I am not still bullish. I haven't sold out of any of those positions. I still always believe in all the technical and fundamental analysis that I have given. It's just I really want to display the information to all you investors in a good way. So I really try to make high quality videos. I try not to just yap my gums about nothing. And I try to always show news, show technical and fundamental analysis. And again, I appreciate everybody who checks in for those. So, oh, Alan, hey, good to see you're still here. Yeah, if you enjoy live streaming, you should do it more. I thank you. I am enjoying doing this. This is a lot of fun, and definitely I do plan on doing more live streams. I am so excited for the future of this channel, and as we continue to gain more of an audience, I definitely plan on doing more live streams. I don't know if any of you would be interested in other types of live streams as well, other than just investing. We could always talk about business or different things. So like I say, I have an LLC myself that I work on most of the day. So I'm not just here for the stock market, but if anyone ever has any questions about investing into your own personal business, whether that be an LLC, whether you have any questions about marketing, online, how to start a YouTube channel, all that different stuff, I'm always here for that. So give me just one moment, guys. I will be right back. I'm going to mute my mic. I'll be right back. I see Tactical Bro here. Let's go, DJT. Trump. Tactical Bro, just so you know, I am out here in DC right now, and I am planning on putting a live stream, or not a live stream. I am planning on putting up my DJT and my DC vlog in just like an hour or so. So, as I've mentioned to all these other investors here in this live stream, it was actually supposed to be up last night, but it has been a hell of a time uploading it. But guys, I will be right back. Give me just a moment. Hopefully when I come back, the stock is even better than it is right now. I see up there on my left, my individual portfolio, it's starting to have a little bit of a tick. So, hey, like I've said, have no fear, have no uncertainty, have no doubt. Sometimes the markets do start a little bit red, but they do have a recovery. Historically, this is a funny comment I'm going to pull up in a second, but historically, the markets do pump green after we have a new president. If you guys watched my last DJT video, I even just talked about Joe Biden's presidency, the awful Joe Biden, and how well he even did in his time as president. So the markets even went up above on most of the averages. So even he did well, despite how hated Joe is. Thankfully, though, we got Trump back into the office. Yesterday, he grabbed Joe by the neck and threw him back out into the streets of D.C. So now that Joe's homeless, I guess he's going to have to live with Hunter. Hunter Biden, the Biden family are such criminals. As we know, Joe Biden, like 20 minutes before Trump took office, he actually did all his pardons for Fauci and for Hunter Biden. So Hunter is so dang lucky that corrupt Joe, is his daddy. Otherwise, that guy would be in jail, man. But I'll be right back, guys. Give me like 2 minutes. And this might be coming close to the end of my live stream. But hey, we are starting to see some recovery, thankfully. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, the housekeeper was here. So, as you guys know, I'm in a hotel right now. And by the way, I have stayed at a very nice hotel, the Hyatt National Mall. Great place. If you ever come to DC, I definitely recommend coming here. My favorite part is the free continental breakfast. So, anytime I go on vacation, I'm all about the free breakfast. You know, it's such a wonderful start to the morning, being able to just go down a floor or two and then have your nice breakfast. So, Alan says true talk. I've been talking a lot here about other stuff. Let me check the stock here. I haven't even been paying too much attention. What are we at? Okay, so we're still at $35.40. Just like I've been talking about, this is a major support level for DJT. If you're a brand new investor, now would be a great time to invest. Don't throw all of your gunpowder in at once. The major support levels for DJT are 35, 33, and then down right around 29. So those three levels, if you have like 1,000, if you have 100, 1,000, 10,000, I definitely recommend doing 1, 2, 3 buy. And hopefully it doesn't drop down to 33 or 29, but as investors, we always want to prepare ourselves. I did get a lot of flack on my video I had made about selling some DJT calls right before Friday. But again, I had done that just to prepare myself for what was going to come, which was the big money did not want it to run. You know, DJT should have a lot more momentum, but the Securities and Exchange Commission and all of the manipulation that they cause is just not letting it do so. I did try to pay Gary Gensler a visit in my vlog, but he didn't want to visit me. So when that vlog does come out, check it out. I did go to the Securities and Exchange Commission too, and that was a pretty funny bit in my video. Whitney says, yes, I hope to see more DJT lives too. Oh, yes, don't worry. We definitely plan on doing some more in the future. Like I say, with my business, I am super busy, but luckily, as time goes on, I'm going to be delegating a lot more responsibilities that I have. And that is why I did create this channel as well, as this is just a passion of mine. And I want to spend a lot more time with my viewers and my audience and everything like that. So with that being said, I wish I could spend some more time with you guys, especially because it looks like DJT is having a little bit of a nice recovery now. I will say, you know, right now we're at the bottom of the RSI. It does look like the MACD is about to recover. 35, 32, we could see a pop back up to maybe 37, 39, possibly even 40 by the end of the day. I only have about 5 more minutes on here, so I'm going to have to hop off very soon. I'm hoping with the MACD just about to cross over, though, and the RSI being at a low point, we should see a little bit of a volatility pop before I hop off. But yeah, I only have about 5 more minutes on here, and then I got to start getting ready for the airport. So if anybody has any questions about anything, DJT, any other stocks, Tesla, Soundhound, BBAI, even something I've never talked about. Sometimes I'll see people talk about other stocks. They ask me to do my analysis on it. And if I wasn't so busy, I would definitely do it each time. But yeah, you know, I'm live right now. So if you have anything to say to me, I would love to answer your questions. I got about 5 more minutes on here. Also, by the way, I just want to say successful live stream. You guys are so awesome. Everybody who's came here to support this morning, everybody who has left comments. This is truly a dream come true. I've watched a lot of other YouTubers live stream, and I've never really done this myself. So this is my first ever live stream. And yeah, you guys have made it what it is today. So thank you so much. And let's take a look at DJT, what we're all here for. Right now, we're still at 35, sitting decently flat, but the portfolio is recovering. On the left there, you do see we have a little bit of an uptick. Let's take a look at the other plays we have going on here. Bitcoin still at 103,000. That's pretty cool. You know, and also to anybody who's not most in tune with the markets, Donald Trump is by far the most pro-crypto politician and the most pro-crypto president that we have ever had. So he just released his Trump coin on the market the other day. It is on Robinhood. That is a little bit more of a what am I trying to look here for? It's a little bit more of a volatile, scary play. So you know, throw only what you're able to into the Trump meme coin, but maybe not a bad investment to hold over the next year or just to get some more capital. So, all right, guys, with that being said, this does look like it's about to be the end of the live stream, although the markets do look like they're having a little bit of a recovery. As I've said before, historically, with the markets, it usually always does pump right after we have a new president. Don't be too fearful about what's happening in today's markets on DJT or other plays. We will see things recover, and we will also, just remember that the markets are perpetual. So this goes on forever. Just think, if somebody was scared in 2008 and took all their money out, think about all the amazing plays they have missed out on. Or if somebody took out in 2020, we had like the greatest recovery and all the return on investment they've lost out on. With inflation always roaring up, being an investor and playing with the markets, getting some ROI on your cash really is the best way to play in the current day. We are in a super high inflationary time. And you don't want to just have your money sitting in cash. So always be prepared. Always have your portfolio well diversified. But being an investor really is the best thing you could do. I think in the future, 10, 20 years from now, when we see so many things go crazy, when we see Bitcoin getting closer to 1 million or other plays going crazy, it's going to really be, did you invest or did you not? And then let's see. BZ Truth says, I can do an interview with you for live streaming if you wanted. Hey, that would be awesome. I would love to do an interview sometime for BZ Truth. Again, you're a great friend of mine. I always appreciate your support, and I would love to talk to you anytime. So if you ever want to set that up, brother, that would be an awesome thing. And let's get that going sometime. Again, I have so many different things to talk about, not just stocks and investing, but a million different topics. And then Alan says, how do you see the new Trump coin? You think it could be something for the long run? I definitely only recommend putting what you're willing to lose. So myself, I put $500 in, and if it goes to dust, it is what it is. I don't think it will go to dust. I don't really know what the intrinsic value is over the life of that coin. But what I will say is I have been a long-term investor in Solana. I started investing into Solana right when it was around $20, and then I really FOMO bought right around 60, and now we're up in the 200s. Solana has a lot of intrinsic value. I know the banks are talking about using it as well. And I know the banks are talking about using it as well, and XRP also. So so Solana itself has a lot of intrinsic value. It's basically what all these different influencers make meme coins on too. So now we have Trump and Melania. Not long ago we had Hawk Tua, which slightly, again, having a long scope. Hawk Tua crashed to the Solana markets just a little bit, but we're already seeing the great recovery. And now we see Donald Trump have a Sol coin. So talking about crypto, if you're not already invested into Solana, I think that's a great investment. The Trump coin is on the Solana blockchain. So as Solana gains in value, I could definitely see Trump coin gaining in value as well, especially because even though we're all DJT investors here, and I am super bullish on DJT, there could be a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt because of the market regulators. What is so good about Trump coin is it allows you to play in the Trump trade without having to be in the regulated markets. So, we know the awful Gary Gensler, we know the awful Securities and Exchange Commission, and all that keeps a lot of plays from running down, where crypto is a lot more liberating. That's why a lot of people are so bullish on Bitcoin, is because, like they say, my Bitcoin, I own my Bitcoin. No one else owns my Bitcoin. And and the same with Solana. So, and then he says, Alan also says, I'm thinking Trump coin, balked. It's all connected in a way. Hey, I like that take. And you know what? I'm actually going to write that down. This is also where I love you guys all in the community. Sometimes you guys drop a comment or say something, and it actually motivates me to do even more due diligence myself. So, and my laptop is starting to die. So we're at like 10% now. I'm going to write down what you said there, Alan, because I like that. I'm going to make a video about that sometime. The the Trump coin and the BOCT. You've been a long-time supporter of this channel. You know exactly the long-term adoption into crypto we should see over the next couple years with Trump, again, being the most pro crypto president ever. We do know DJT also has a lot of cash on hand, and this is why this is such a great time to buy. We are at a very major support at just $35, and all it's going to take is one big catalyst to really push this stock to the moon. If you guys have been watching DJT long enough, about a month or two ago, he talked about buying the crypto exchange BOCT, and that sent BOCT up 100% in a day. Solana at 20 is nice. Thank you so much. I'm always trying to find great plays while they're low. Hey, Solana at 20 is nice, and DJT at 35 is nice. So, we could shoot up much higher. I don't want to put any price targets out there because I don't want to cause any unrealistic expectations and put any investors into the valley of disappointment where expectations don't meet reality. But, Solana at 20, Trump at 35, BBAI under 5, Soundhound where it is currently. The Trump trade and all these AI coins should move up more in the future. Also, if you're not already invested in MicroStrategy or Tesla, I also talked about those in the top 3 stocks in the month of January. We are seeing Elon Musk and Tesla get even more involved into politics. He now apparently has a spot in the White House. So Tesla has a lot of intrinsic value, more than just the car company. Look at it as a car company, an AI company, and now they are involved with politics. Hey, I absolutely agree with you. Trump does have a nice big plan, a huge plan, as they say, that we may have no idea about. My battery level's at 9%. Again, I got to get to the airport very quick, so I'm going to be cutting this live stream right now. Alan, you are awesome. Whitney, you are awesome. 4BZ Truth, you are awesome. Let me keep going up the comments sections. See who else was here. Dryer Vent Restore, you are awesome. Jay Rocky, thank you for attending today. I'm sorry you have a broken heart, young lady. I hope it gets better. Music is love. Thank you for also attending the live stream today. And that's about everybody who attended today. We also got one comment from Tactical Bro. So thank you also for attending the live stream today. We are seeing a little bit of a recovery on my portfolio on the left, and we should see more recovery from DJT over the next couple days and over the next couple weeks. I will finish with this. Always have a big picture mentality. Never sell yourself short. If you are currently down on your DJT because you have a higher average price, just think at where the stock should be even just 3 to 6 months from now. We should be a lot higher. And so, always have the big picture mentality. As investors, we really are investing for the long term. If you have a very short term time frame, you should either be day trading, or if you're not the most in tune, you could even be considering yourself gambling if you don't have a long enough picture. With investing, time is really the best thing in our favor. So the more time and the more patience you have, the better your portfolio should perform over time, especially if you are in good plays that have true intrinsic value. And I believe that DJT is one of those plays with a lot of true intrinsic value. Donald J. Trump is the most popular man and most popular man on the planet, and DJT itself does have a lot of cash on hand. He's a very pro-crypto president. He could be buying the crypto exchange BOCT, and the awful Gary Gensler is getting out of office. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for attending, and let's make that money DJT. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great day. As always, this was Trevor with Green Money Momentum. I appreciate everybody here for the live stream. Let's do this again sometime soon. Hopefully we see some big announcements for DJT, and the next opportunity I get to do a live stream, seeing how much support I had here today, I will definitely do that again. So very successful live stream. Thank you to everyone being here. I am off to Phoenix, and everybody, this is my last time being in DC. So bye from DC, bye from the East Coast. Next time I see you guys, the market will be opening a lot earlier for me. So thank you guys so much, and have a great day.